Yeah, you know what time it is? Skol Gang, 365, let's go! Hosted by D-Roy, we run this town. Money-a-police vibe, ain't no backing down. Step in the zone where the energy's live. Skol Gang representing, we ready to thrive. With Colin by my side, we dropping the facts. No cap in our game, you know we never relax. From the north to the south, we spreading the word. Viking news, rumors, everything heard. Got the purple pride, yeah we wear it bold. In the rap game, man, we breaking the mold. Fuck the Bears, fuck the Lions, fuck the Packers too, we keep on rising. Skol Gang is here, yeah we staying true. Get all your Viking news and rumors here first. Crew. Streets of Moneypolis, we making it clear. D-Roy.
This is a Huddle Sports Network broadcast. You can find us on Roku TV, Amazon Fire TV, Facebook, and of course YouTube. Get all your NFL news here first.
What is going on, everyone? Welcome to Skol Gang 365. How's everyone doing tonight?
Smell that? It's home opener.
Home opener. I'm excited. Kirk Cousins. JJ looks better than you on prime time. I'm sorry. I know it's just one prime time game, but I think he puts the nail in the coffin. He's going up against Kirk. Kirk's going to be on the bench. Kirk put himself on the bench. Nobody else to blame but himself.
They ran out of Cole's cash.
And I think JJ's gonna have something to prove, because remember, he played Michael Penix in that championship game.
Mm-hmm.
These two know each other really well, so I feel like it's going to be competitive between those two. The one concern that I do have, because he's a game changer, is that Bijan Robinson, absolute dog, beast.
I'm not worried.
Other than that, their secondary doesn't really concern me. They let Tampa Bay fucking do whatever they wanted.
Yeah, Tampa's a good team.
Yeah.
Well, the car's loaded up. It's ready to roll. We're tailgating tomorrow. Come one, come all.
Nice. So yeah, for those that don't know, Matthew is part of the VWO, and he's usually at the tailgates, and he cooks at the tailgates, the Viking tailgates.
Yes, this year we're actually presented by Skol Marketing and Experience Tailgates. This is taken to another level than what it has been in the past years. We're expecting 1,400 people tomorrow.
Nice.
So you know it's going to be serious.
Oh, yeah.
But one thing we talked about today on Valhalla Hour is how composed JJ was leading that charge in the fourth quarter.
Ooh, I mean, I knew there's something in this water as soon as he got to the huddle and looked at all his teammates and said, "Is there any place else you'd rather be than here?" And it was just like one of those things where just like everybody rallied around him, and like the whole mood and mindset just changed.
You could definitely tell the veterans were buying into his leadership in the post game.
Even the conversations he had with Jefferson on the sidelines. I mean, Jefferson, just uplifting him, like staying there, like helping him, staying by his side.
And you can tell they formed a very good relationship, because JJ took JJ underneath his wing, and one of the best wide receivers in the game doing that to his quarterback, he's ready.
Right. And he's also got Aaron Jones, and hell, even KLC when he was on the bench sitting next to Wentz was giving him a pep talk.
Mm-hmm.
What's going on, Matt?
How's it going?
Pretty good. So Kirk comes to the bank just to sit on the bench to cry.
Yes, I don't think he's crying making $45 million guaranteed for the year to sit on the bench.
I think he's crying that he doesn't get put on a quarterback anymore. They're like, yeah, we don't have a knockoff series called backups.
Think of all the people that wanted us to bring Kirk back in this offseason, and then we have Thielen. Imagine if we were going into tomorrow night with Kirk throwing to Thielen.
No.
That would just feel like I'm super pumped Thielen's back, but that would just feel like way less excited than what we're going to get tomorrow night.
I watched a video. It was like a week ago or so when Kirk was on Atlanta when he was talking about how he got benched and shit, and it was like before the game or whatever, and you could see fucking Thielen in his Panther uniform just sitting there like not really chiming in but just listening, and he's sitting there talking to Andy Dalton. It's like, dude. It's like you did it to yourself.
Right.
It's like you did it to yourself.
Right. Well, he just felt like he could go and win in Atlanta because they had such a better roster than Minnesota.
Yeah, I mean, now after we got JJ and everything that transpired over here, after he got benched, he's just like, oh, well, yeah, I should have never left Minnesota. Nah, fuck you, dude. You made your bed, fucking laying in it, dude.
They never got me, Hargrave and Allen.
That's the beauty of it. You're gone. We can afford good players.
Dude,
Right?
Dude, fucking when he got that $84 million, like, bro, what can we do? I mean, we got fucking chump change. Now that you're gone, we got money to move around.
The one thing I will say to be devil's advocate for that was I think it was like 2019 and 2020 when our defense was like mid to high 20th ranked. They weren't very good. They were like the 11th and 12th highest paid defenses in the league those years. So we were putting money into them, but they just were not performing.
Yeah.
But yeah, obviously you can get better players and overpay for better players if you have the cap.
Yeah, that is just like the way Spielman handled contracts. It's like, oh hey, you had 3 tackles. Cool. You want to come to my office this week and talk about a contract extension?
Right. I wonder if Rob Brzezinski is sitting there going like, Rick, do not do this. He's like, but I wanna. I don't know.
Yeah, fucking Rick Spielman basically celebrating mediocre performances. He's like, all right, so 15% pay increase? Sound good?
Right. No shit. Hey, you had a top 20 season. You want top 5 money?
Yeah, I'm just happy we got Quezzy now. It's like it's a bunch of relief.
Yeah, that's the catch, or not catch 22, because then, yeah, never mind. But everyone's knock against it was like, well, he's not a football guy, he's an analytics guy. But we've seen so many contracts that Rick would have overpaid for that would have hamstrung our team.
Yeah.
That Quace is like, nope, like, I'll offer you something, and you can take it or leave it, and I have no problem with you leaving it and us finding a replacement. Does he have to do better in the drafts? Absolutely. But my God, is he at least paying the right people? What's up, man?
Who do your Steelers got Sunday, Jens?
2 weeks and we face the Steelers.
Typical Bear fan, crying about Green Bay. What's up,
No,
Ron?
they're right. They're right. FGB.
I mean,
Broken block.
Oh, you got Darnold. Thing.
The battle of the quarterbacks the Vikings should have kept.
Ayahuasca versus Ginger Jesus. That should be great.
I benched Mahomes for Love this week, so hopefully that doesn't come back to bite me.
You ass.
Mahomes is playing Philly, to be fair. And Xavier Worthy is banged up.
Yeah. Let me look at how I'm doing. Oh, I'm getting beat by a Bear fan in fantasy. Nice.
At least he could have something.
Oh
Man, Bears.
no. It ain't gonna last long. I got Lamar Jackson. I still got Drake May, Bucky Irvin. Oh, it's because he had Jaden Daniels and Nixon got him points. Okay, fine with
I'm
me.
happy I benched Reed for Pickens this week, so I'm happy I did that.
How about that Georgia comeback?
Georgia or Georgia Tech?
Georgia.
Haven't paid attention to it. I watched the Georgia Tech ending, and that was. Oh, and then Tennessee. That was quite the overtime.
Yeah, that was Georgia Tennessee 44-41 overtime.
Oh, that was the game. Okay.
Yeah, and then you had the West Virginian Hillbillies. They beat fucking Pitt.
They did?
Yeah, that also
Well,
went in overtime.
I mentioned, I think last week or the week before, I'm the honorary Arch Manning hater. That is my life goal. And Arch Manning, Heisman.
I think so. What I think is the worst luck you could have is a Manning coming out whose father is a wide receiver, not a quarterback. I just think it fucks up the whole rhythm. I just think Peyton and Eli need to have a kid. The only way I see that this Manning legacy getting saved.
I think Peyton does
Quarterback
have a
to
child.
quarterback. It has to be quarterback to quarterback.
He said they need to have a kid together. They need to figure out.
Whoa. I know I mentioned West Virginia, but come on.
Okay, so he does have a son who plays quarterback, Marshall.
Who?
Who?
Peyton has a twin named Marshall Manning.
There we go. How old is he?
8th grade.
Okay, so yeah, basically right at the time McCarthy will be done with his career, we can draft him. Let's go.
Yeah, dude.
No, that's not true. That's McCarthy's only going to play like 7 years. That's too soon.
Yeah.
Never mind. But yeah, Arch Manning, man, and you know what pisses me off? He's still going to go top 3. Someone is still going to freaking just follow him with that name.
Hey, it's gonna be even better. Is I think he goes to where his grandpappy played, New Orleans.
Yeah.
It's like, oh hey, nice to see you. We got a quarterback, but we still haven't gotten all line. And you're gonna die this season.
And Eli has a son named Charles, born in 2018, so we won't see him for a while.
And is he also play football?
Dude was born in 2018. He's 7 years old.
I mean,
my kid's 6 and he played soccer and basketball.
I mean, he could play Pee Wee.
There's no word on if he's playing football.
He will.
He's probably playing Pee Wee right now.
He'll play. He'll feel the pressure. He will.
Oh yeah, he's feeling the pressure right now.
Yeah.
Plus he's training with Peyton's 8th grader. Peyton's 8th grader's getting them right.
Now Phillip Rivers, he's got really good odds. If he just put all his sons into sports, one of them might be decent.
Yeah, dude. And Tyreek Hill.
Soon to be Anthony Edwards.
Yeah, yep. I was just gonna say Anthony Edwards.
The Bears-Lions game tomorrow, is that in Detroit?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, they're lucky.
Yeah, that's why I said West Virginia.
Incest is wincest if you put the Mannings together to have a football quarterback legend.
Got like 20 kids.
Yeah, right. He's got like 20 kids. Or are you
This
counting?
is good odds.
Or are you counting Edwards, Rivers, and Tyreek kids together?
Antonio Cromartie.
Yeah, him too. Yep.
Cromartie had a vasectomy and still got someone pregnant.
Twins.
Yeah.
Twins after a vasectomy. Like, he couldn't even remember half his kids' names.
Talk about the luck.
Right?
Did he
I
still
remember
have
that.
one in the chamber?
That happens, man. It's not 100%.
Yeah.
It's like you got to go through that just for like a 99.8, and he got to 0.2. Congratulations.
There's the thing where it was talk about how dudes that get that done, if they change their mind later on, they can go in and fucking attach it back together. I'm just like, what the fuck's the point of even going through that process, dude, if you're not 100%?
It's like The Office. Snip, snap, snip, snap, snip, snap.
Hey, if you got paid like $30,000 to carry to help someone get pregnant, hell yeah.
I'm need $1 million. I'm sensitive down there, man.
Well, you not only do you not get paid to get it done, but it costs money out of pocket because insurance doesn't cover it.
Exactly. Fuck that shit.
So no, thank you.
I'm like, no, sorry. Either you want these 10 kids or you don't. Which is crazy. Like, you think about, like, back in like the 20s and the 30s, like back then, like people had big ass families. So I mean, now you look at it, it's like kind of like rare. Like you got like Phillip Rivers and fucking Tyreek Hill having these big ass families and shit.
Right. Speaking of families with athletes, Shadur, you guys see the news about how he's not even running with the freaking scout team?
Yeah.
That's brutal. Like, I've kind of dismissed the whole, like, he should be starting because obviously he shouldn't be. But that's ridiculous that he's not even running the scout team.
Yeah, he's got 10 kids that he knows of.
14.
13?
14.
14. Wow.
Well, because he had 10, then there was the twins, and now I guess he's had two more since then.
Fuck, man.
He has been.
Fuck.
Again, he has been.
I mean, he's got the money to get the snip, snap, unsnap.
Oh my god! And most of his kids start with the letter J.
Jesus.
I knew a family like that when I was a kid. And strangely enough, there was like 9 of them, and it was like Brock, Braden, Braxton, Brandon, Brooklyn, like yeah.
It's like, hey, can we get some new letters in here? What's with the factuation of the letter B?
Well, my daughter was Charlotte and Chloe. Chloe, we didn't do on purpose. We just let fate decide.
Hey, my daughter's name is Charlotte. It's a pretty name. Good choice.
We did it for Charlotte Flair.
Oh, nice.
Nice. Hey, ask Hugh Hefner how that went.
So, what were your thoughts on last week's game, Darren? Were you calling to bench McCarthy in the first quarter?
No, I wasn't. But I'm just sitting there the first 3 quarters, like just sitting here like this, like my face, but more like fucking like what the fuck is going on? Like I had no happy thoughts or anything like that. I'm just sitting here like, what the fuck am I watching? like arms crossed, like fucking pissed. Fucking.
This isn't what I was excited for.
I got Packer fans and Bear fans and fucking Lion fans fucking like, oh, well, what's the matter? What's the matter? You finally seen what we've been telling you? Like, he's not the real deal. Like, look at him at Michigan. And I'm just like, dude, I'm not concerned about him. I'm concerned, like, why the fuck haven't we adjusted? Like,
right.
What's going on with the fucking coaching? It's like, come on, man. Like, and then with Brian Flores, I'm like, so what the fuck are we doing in the first half? Like, we're just letting fucking the Bears offense fucking do what they want, and then you wait until the fucking fourth quarter, like, oh yeah, we've been playing checkers that whole 3 quarters, now it's time to play chess.
So I should have brought this up on the Valhalla earlier. That whole like first couple drives for Chicago, everyone that was in my group chats were kind of freaking out, saying like, "What the hell's going on with their defense? Like, we spent all this money. Why are they getting exposed like this?" It's Ben Johnson, and we obviously the narrative was that he averaged 30 and a half games against our defense, and those were the scripted drives, or at least for sure the opening drive is scripted. So I'm not surprised that Chicago picked us apart because Ben Johnson knows our defense, he knows our schemes. But after those scripted drives, like I mentioned earlier, Caleb went 11 for 35. Like, he went 10 for 10 to start and then went 11 for 35. So I thought our defense, as soon as that opening drive was done, played pretty fantastic, honestly.
Right. Yeah, I went from happy, skip sad, and I wanted to kick fucking Kirk Cousins in the balls. Just because I felt like hey, I don't play you till next week. I don't give a fuck.
Not much. Just got back from New York. So
nice.
How was New York, buddy?
It was good. It was good. Lots of short Asians. It was right up my alley. lots of short Asian women. I mean, I was very individual. Kind of the type of girl that I like to go after. So, you know, there's a lot of them in Queens, and then my friend's restaurant, like, it's a Japanese-based bar. It was great, you know. It was great. So, but yeah, I'm back. Probably weren't expecting that, were you? Well, I don't.
You could have given me a lot of guesses, and I don't think I would have got there.
You gotta hit me on that one. Derek, you gotta hit me to save that comment.
Short am I? I'm 6'1". I'm not short. I'm saying the Asian girls are shorter. The Asian girls. They're a little shorter in New York, Queens, and then West Village.
Oh, shit. That's one of the funniest things I've heard in a long time.
Say la vie. I'm back down in the steam. So yeah, no, I'm guessing you guys were talking about Monday night.
Yeah.
Was there any happy endings?
No, I didn't get any of those. I didn't really have a lot of time. I was wedding based last night, so. Yeah.
Have you heard of Robert Kraft?
Well, that happened in Florida, so if I really wanted that to happen here, I just have to drive like a half hour like west. So I'm sure I could, if I wanted that. But yeah, no, that was a hell of a comeback win on Monday. I like the fact that they didn't show their cards in the first half. I think people were really ripping them hard as to, oh my God, he's not the answer, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, they were pretty much playing a third preseason game in the first half when it came to offensive play calls. And probably the thing that started getting me excited was the last drive of the first half where they moved the ball down into field goal range. Mm-hmm. And they just were very, very methodical how they did that. The pick six, I think that was just the tonic they needed. And from there on out, it was Vikings all the way. Caleb turned into Cabeline, and that was all she wrote. I mean, I love Bears fans saying, oh, we didn't have Jalen Johnson. Oh, we didn't have Kyler Gordon. I'm like, well, we didn't have Darisaw, and we didn't have Addison, and we didn't have Harrison Smith. And now, again, this week, we're going to be without players again, it looks like. So
Even more so.
Yeah. I mean, no Van Ginkel, no Darisaw. Like, I hope, I mean, like I said, my goal at the beginning of the year, those first 5 games, was to hopefully come out of it at worst 3-2, at best 4-1 or 5-0. So I think it's completely doable. I still think it is. I think the Cincinnati game is really the one that, to me, is going to be a measuring stick for the first 5 games of the season, because I think if they can beat them, and I know they don't have a very good defense, but if they can beat Cincinnati and then go on the sort of road, but really in Europe, to Pittsburgh and Cleveland, if they could come out of that 4-1, 5-0, sky's the limit, and you've got a lot of guys coming back, and they can get it going.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, I'm really interested to watch the Cincinnati game tomorrow because they were 2 missed field goals away from losing to Cleveland. So I don't know if that was just like week 1 jitters or what, or if Cincinnati
Did they really lose to Cleveland, or did they almost lose to Myles Garrett? Is my question, because he was there.
Possessed.
I want to say Cincinnati had 3 yards of offense in the second half. 3.
That's crazy.
I mean, that's Burrow, that's Chase, that's Higgins, that's Chase Brown. Like,
What's up?
But that's what I want to see tomorrow, is because if another defense can do that, like if their offensive line is just a sieve this year and you can actually contain that offense, like why not us?
speaking
What's
of
up,
short
guys?
agent, hi Sarah.
To all the haters who said Quasi can't draft, that was an awesome draft pick, Donovan Jackson, man.
Yeah, no, he definitely got that one right.
Absolute stud. I was wrong on him.
Me too. I'm glad to say I was wrong on him, but I am so glad that we invested that first round on a guard because it made such a huge difference.
Yeah.
He reminds me of Randall McDaniel or Steve Hutchinson. I mean, he seems like a guy that's going to be the starting guard for the next 10 years. I mean, he's very athletic. And I think
100%, Yinzer.
the way that he plowed the holes for Mason to get the real, I mean, Mason to me is the key of the team in the first 4 or 5 games, because
That was such an underrated move by Quasi.
Oh, I said it when it happened. I was like, Jesus, this guy nearly had 1,000 yards in relief of McCaffrey. So I would for a 6th round pick, that was great. For what Quasi lacks sometimes in drafting, he more than makes up for in free agency and smart undrafted free agent pickups. He more than makes up for it. So,
well, just his little trades too. Like again, we pick up Howell just by falling 30 spots back in the draft, and then we dump him for a 5th round pick, and then we get Daniel Jones for 2 weeks, and we dump him, and we get a 4th round comp pick most likely.
Did you guys hear Daniel Jones on Pat McAfee? He was talking about how his time in Minnesota with KOC really helped him
Like prepare or whatever.
see things differently, and he had a good game on Sunday. I'm not saying he's going to be the next Darnold, but he looks way more improved and sharper.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was the reason why the Vikings wanted to retain him. I mean, but I still think Carson Wentz could be a sneaky pickup. I mean, I don't think we're dead in the water. If McCarthy were to go down, I don't think we're dead in the water with Wentz being there. I think he has a lot. I think he's a guy that's a veteran that people have written off, and I feel like that's kind of been the scenario. I mean, everybody wrote off Daniel Jones. Everybody wrote off Sam Darnold. Everybody wrote off Josh Dobbs. Like anybody, and for the most part, everybody kind of thought that that KOC bled everything he could out of Kirk Cousins. So he's one of the best coaches in the NFL. I mean, I don't even think this is up for debate.
Well, I think especially for quarterback development, we are so lucky that we hired him, because now we don't have that worry of like, oh my God, we can't develop a quarterback.
Well, and like there was a lot of video that came out of the game with like JJ mic'd up and KOC talking to McCarthy on the bench, and people could say this is soft and like the NFL is going soft or whatever, but when McCarthy was struggling the first half, KOC goes up, he's like, hey man, I believe in you. Let's go get this done. Like, I haven't really been giving you the plays. If you start looking good, we can start opening up the playbook. But I believe in you. And he gave him the confidence. He didn't demean him. He didn't make him feel like shit. He didn't make himself get in his own head. He's like, hey man, like it's okay. Like you got this, and you give him the confidence instead of freaking making him feel like shit.
You can see the start conference because when the Bears started unraveling, Ben Johnson looked pissed, and then Caleb just got worse and worse and worse. And with KOC, while we were having issues with him continuing to talk to McCarthy, it just got better and better. That's why, like, I think Ben Johnson might be closer to a Josh McDaniels than an Andy Reid.
I think he doesn't have his quarterback. I don't think he wants to. I think that's more of what it comes down to. And I think that's why they gave Bajan that extension. He liked.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. It's like you see your quarterback unraveling and he's like just sitting there all pissed. Like he's not doing anything to help calm the quarterback down.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you one thing that I really liked seeing was JJ Jefferson. They had a clip of him saying to McCarthy on the sideline, he was saying, yeah, man, we just got to get you throws. We got to get you confidence. We got to get you completions. That's exactly what I want to hear. It doesn't even matter what kind of throw it is. It could be a dump pass to the running back. It could be a square out to the tight end. It could be whatever. It's all about confidence. And that was my one big quote that I heard on when they had the mic'd up JJ. I listened to it on the plane ride back, and I was like, wow. That's exactly it.
Hey, Colin, so you telling me he didn't say, God damn it, throw the ball, Kirk?
No shit.
Hey, Colin, it was a complete reversal of that. That is a good sign.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to. I mean, again, this isn't fantasy football stats.
Right.
This is we want to win the game, and we want to give our rookie quarterback confidence. I mean, he's still a rookie. I don't care. He never played a snap. He's still a rookie.
Colin, we all knew he was going to make mistakes. You know what I don't like, though? And you know what I like to address? All the people that were shitting on him, calling him the handoff king. We're not trying to make it seem like he's the best thing since sliced bread because of that one quarter. But
who cares? Who cares? Let him call him that. Let him call it. That's fine. Keep underestimating him. Keep doing that. I'm perfectly okay with people.
It shows that kid has heart and that kid has moxie. That's what, that kid has a dog. And we as Vikings fans have not seen a quarterback have that dog in him in years.
Hey, Sarah, that rushing touchdown he had, that shit gave me chills up my spine, man.
It's Dante. It's Dante Culpepper, and I'm only saying Culpepper because we've had other quarterbacks. I mean, we've had Favre, we've had guys that are good.
Yeah, but Favre was more of a mercenary.
This is a guy we drafted. That's the biggest. That's the biggest thing.
He has even more weapons coming, even more protection coming.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, when Darisaw comes back, when Addison comes back, this is a team to not be reckoned with. And again, the interior of the offensive line, great blocking. Javon Hargrave getting sacks. Jonathan Allen, maybe not getting sacks, but getting pressure. This is exactly what we were missing. And Mason running the ball. All of these things are things that we missed last year. We failed miserably at it. And now all of a sudden in one game, I mean, I never felt like we were out of that game. The pick six, I was nervous because I felt like it could have gone either way. It could have been a blowout or it could have been something else. But I never really felt like that Chicago was trying to win that game.
They never broke it up. They had plenty of chances to break it away, Colin. And I'm like, man, it's 11 points. Bro, one touchdown and we're right back in this motherfucker, man.
2-possession game. I mean, they never let it get above a 2-possession game. That 2-possession game is attainable.
Well, Colin, how you feel about Isaiah Rodgers?
I mean, I was thinking about him in the third quarter. That's for sure. I was thinking about him in the third quarter, but I mean, you got to give the kid time, and KOC's a smart guy. Like if he believes that strongly in him, and he has enough of a track record of bringing in guys and being like, I have confidence in you, and they have had success, then yeah. But this is a guy who, unlike Darnold, who is a failed reclamation project, unlike Dobbs, unlike Cousins, was kind of, I mean, let's be honest. Cousins was kind of a failed project too. I mean, he got one playoff win. Let's not pretend like Kirk Cousins was this genius.
Right.
I mean, he folded like an accordion every time there was pressure, and he just kind of curled into the veto position.
And most
Like
beautiful
fourth
game.
and
He
8.
went right at him.
And most beautiful game. And then I think Jefferson helped him out. Okay, Colin, let me run this by you. Me and Matthew were talking about this. I'm serious, man. And it's about time the Vikings. Let's say I think this kid McCarthy's the real deal, and he's gonna have his struggles, and he's got skill things he's got to work on. But I think the fact that he's a real football player and that the heart he has for this and the passion he has for this shit is gonna carry on. It's gonna catch on quick. I'm saying I told Matthew we need to get on if we had the ability for, let's say, I would send for Sauce Gardner. I'd give him the first, I'd give him the third, and I give them Isaiah Rodgers. He came with something a little bit nicer. He said Jordan Addison in a first.
I don't know if I would. I don't know if I would move
Did I say
off
that right,
of
Matthew?
anybody right now.
Jordan Addison and McCarthy had a really good connection in training camp.
They did.
Why would you give up Jordan Addison?
Because we
No.
never know.
I said no to Addison because he's a first round value.
That's why.
I said I'd give him a first and a third, and that's it. You brought up Addison. I'm like, no, Addison's a first round value in himself. That'd be way too much of an overpay.
I mean, I think it just depends. I think it depends on the vibe of how they have with McCarthy and Addison. I mean, I have no problem paying Addison. I just don't know if we can afford to pay him the same or similar money to. I mean, maybe if we could do it like a T. Higgins thing, but we have a lot of salary cap issues coming up for the next year. I mean, I think Harrison will retire. I think at some point we may move on from O'Neal because O'Neal's getting older, but we've got to draft well at these positions to do that. And I mean, Kelly will be gone. The Fries is the only one in the O-line that's any more than 2 years, and Hargrave and Allen are only 2-year contracts too.
Okay,
so.
Matt, let me get you in here to understand my position so you guys can really get the context of what I'm saying. Not you got to think about that now. There obviously is risk in this, and I'm not saying Addison isn't a dog. The guy's put up 20 touchdowns in 2 years. What I'm trying to say is, I believe when you do that swap, I don't care about the. We got about 11 picks already. Sauce Gardner, what he could add to this defense right now, I believe we can make up on the offense already. I believe we can. That offense can figure that out. But when he brings to that defense with a shutdown corner to what Flores and what we got already, I think it moves the needle for that trade.
No, I'm not giving up Addison because I think the offense
I
is going to
honestly
be.
think we should.
It's not just
give
a
up
skill point. I
Addison.
don't know next time he's going to pick up the Hennessy bottle and get in the Rolls Royce and pull over on the side of the goddamn road. It's all factors and the issues.
I'm not saying I wouldn't trade Addison. I just wouldn't do Addison and a first and another pick. It would be either a first and a third or Addison and a third, but not both.
And I'm serious. I'm not trying to shit on the kid, but after he said he was speeding home to his dog on a St. Paul highway on a Wednesday morning, he got.
I'd speed to ride on.
After that, you telling me you're in a $350,000 car, you're so drunk that you pull over on the parkway and you think you're not going to get noticed? These are red flags, bro.
He had a rare form of a temporary narcolepsy.
You might want to get in a Honda Accord if you're going to be doing shit like that, bro.
How about just hire a driver? How about just hire a driver? How much is it? I mean, hire one of your buddies to
but
just not
he
be
seems
drunk.
like he's matured this offseason, though. He seems different this offseason.
Sauce Gardner.
I hope you're right.
Yeah, but at the same time, I would rather have a good corner over a third receiver.
But Addison's a 2. I mean, he's not a third.
I mean, he's second or third.
Now, he's second here, but
on
he
a
could be
roster.
first on some teams. What I'm saying is Sauce Gardner, I'm saying that's one of the things.
And Sauce Gardner would be our number 1 corner.
Sauce got sauce last week, though.
Exactly. I think Sauce is way overrated. I think you guys are really? Way too much.
He got beat. Metcalf beat him like he stole something.
He's not.
He's going to get beat. So every corner's going to get beat. But right now, to say he's a top 3 corner in this league, and I think Flores could then have him at number 1.
I'll say he doesn't have Flores.
Like, if it was Surtain, I'd do that trade in a heartbeat, but I'm not doing it for Sauce.
If it was Pat Surtain in a heartbeat.
I'd do it for Myles Garrett.
I
would trade Addison for Myles Garrett in a heartbeat. I mean, if Green Bay wants to do that for Micah, why don't we do that for Myles Garrett? I mean, Christ.
Yeah, but do we really need Myles Garrett? We don't.
We don't need it.
I would take him in a heartbeat. I think Myles Garrett, you wouldn't even have to tell me.
And Darren making it seem like Patrick Surtain is just that far ahead of Sauce Gardner. I don't know what football y'all been watching.
Well, Sauce is signed now, so I don't think he's going anywhere. Sauce and Wilson both signed.
Contract, I saw that.
Yeah, they both signed. I don't think they're going anywhere.
I agree, but at the same time, I would rather have a number one cornerback over a receiver.
I mean, that's not. I don't think you're understanding the reason. And I get where you're going, but no, we got to think we're giving up more. They're not just going to take that as a head up swap. We're going to have to give up some more. But and I like Matthew said, it's already a first rounder. But
I think you could. I think you could get Denzel Ward for less. I think you could get Denzel Ward straight up for Addison. To be honest with you,
you think so?
I'm not giving up Addison for Denzel Ward. Hell
straight
no.
Up?
Denzel Ward.
If they call me right now and said they can get him for straight
but it's the question of whether or not it's the question of whether or not you think that Addison is going to be in your future plans. It has nothing to do with it. It has nothing to do with his talent. His talent.
Yeah, but
is
I
there.
think he is going to be part of the future. If he and McCarthy have that connection, they're not going to let him go.
I get it. I mean, this is brought up because we didn't think we were going to sign him. I think that's what came down.
Man. It's about if I can do this, will the other side make me better? I feel if let's say right now, like he was missing, I feel like if we dial up Jordan Mason and Aaron Jones a little bit more and add Hawk to the motherfucking schedule a little bit more, that we can bring up that compensation. We got enough pass catchers to go around here. What I'm saying is, Sauce Gardner, he's not like there's no guy on our roster close to that guy. He becomes a game changer for us.
Well, we're sitting here talking about affordability. We're sitting here talking about affordability too, and if we're going to want to pay Addison, and we have all these cap issues, but we trade for a top corner. Guess who's going to be getting paid? That top corner. So it's just like, are you paying?
With them, 24 every year, was it?
Well, Ward is longer. Ward is older too. Like Ward, to me, if you were to get Ward, he wouldn't be a guy that you would sign to a long-term extension after whatever contract he's under is. They're not going to sign him again.
And
so
honestly, I don't think
2 or 3 years.
I don't think we need a top corner. I think we just need a good corner with our defensive line. So I don't think that it's like worth us giving up all that to get a top corner when I don't really see us needing one.
Just draft Will Lee out of Texas A&M in the first round.
There we go. Problem solved.
Hey, we might as well go ahead and get Caleb Downs, man. Get to thinking about that kid.
Caleb Williams is going to the Rams. I'm telling you that right now.
Caleb Downs is
going.
I don't know if McVay wants him because he looks like the type of guy who is not coachable.
I don't know, but we don't know if Ben Johnson is a good head coach, though. That's the thing. Like, we don't know. He could be Josh McDaniels. You even said it earlier. He could be Josh McDaniels.
Did you hear all the reports that were coming out about Caleb? That he was not coachable. He did not like.
He looks more like Kyler Murray. I agree. He looks more like Kyler Murray.
They say he knew it already. I think I did hear some shit like that. Like they said that he, like the coach was trying to tell him some shit. He told the coach he knew more than his ass or something. I did hear some shit like that.
Right.
But I'm not sure. But at the end of the day, Sierra, we got to put that kind of shit to the side. We're looking for ball players. After we get that Super Bowl, we got to get rid of a couple of locker room cancers. We'll do that. But right now, we got to think about X factors and the risk reward. And like I said, losing Jordan Addison, that would not be an easy thing to do, and I believe he is cold. We saw what he did to Jair Alexander last year. What I'm trying to say is,
I'm going to put this out there right now. If I was the general manager of the Chicago Bears in the last 2 drafts, you know who I would have right now in the Bears. So the Bears drafted Caleb Williams, Roma Dunze, and Colston Loveland. If I was the Bears general manager, I would have drafted Jaden Daniels, Tulis Fuaga, the left tackle, and I would have taken Tyler Warren in this draft. How much different of a team would that be?
Hindsight. You know what I'm saying?
Why Poles even got an extension? Like, you're going to go and extend somebody who is like 14 and 30 something in the division? Like, what the fuck are you thinking?
Yeah, Poles has 15 wins still in 3 years.
Daniels was always the better option over Williams. That's not hindsight. He was always the better option.
You know what's funny is that the Bears had their pick of all the quarterbacks, and it'd be so Bears to draft the worst quarterback out of that class, even though they had their pick of the quarterbacks.
Well, the crazy thing about the Bears is they didn't interview any other quarterbacks in that draft.
Yeah.
The management didn't interview anybody. Like
everybody was
It's kind of like
too
me
much
saying
smoke.
I would take
what the
LT
hell?
Overton over Dallas Turner.
You said
Huh?
what?
Yeah.
You said
I
who?
didn't hear what you said. What did you say?
It's kind of like me saying I would take LT Overton over Dallas Turner.
What are you talking about?
I mean, Overton's in this draft, but it's coming up. The comparison to me, if you were to say Dallas Turner, I would have said I would have taken Jared Verse over Dallas Turner.
I would.
But Jared Verse, to be fair, is also 3 years older than Dallas Turner, and Dallas Turner can be just as good in 2 years.
I've never been a big fan of Alabama players only because they're a team of 5-star everything. So it's really hard for me to see how good of an individual player they are when they've got 5-star everything. Like Jared Verse, when on Florida State, Jared Verse was it. Like you had to stop him, and he made his own plays happen. That's why I like Verse more than I like Turner. I'm not saying that Turner can't be a good player, but we'll find out.
That's a really good point. Yeah.
You see when Darisaw went down, that motherfucker. When Darisaw went down, that motherfucker Jared Verse, that motherfucker was tearing a mud.
I would draft a tackle. I would think about drafting a tackle in this next draft too. To be honest with you, I think they should draft a tackle.
I agree.
I would have taken their fist guy.
Huh?
Over Brandon Fick.
Their fifth guy?
Fifth. That guy was like a 5th round pick, like a 4th round pick.
I know. I would have taken him.
Man, what's going on? Hey, what's going on over there, brother? I think you just try to announce a guy that's not even in the NFL. You ain't comparing to that. Hey, don't worry about it. Hey,
the D tackle for the Rams. I know who he's
in the NFL.
Colin, let me ask you this, bro. I know y'all might have covered it.
It's Brandon Fisk. I know who it is. He's from Florida State, and he was taken in like the 4th or 5th round by the Rams. I know who it is. He's actually pretty good.
Kringleberry.
I think Winkle may be trolling us sometimes, bro. He's not. I think he just keeps a good straight poker face. Hey, Colin, they got Gabriel Murphy probably in there tomorrow because Van Ginkel's out.
He'll be like the 3rd or 4th because Van Ginkel's out. I mean, this is a big showcase for Dallas Turner. Right? This is a big showcase for Dallas. If Dallas can. He's got to show out. He's got to do something. I mean, and I'm not saying that he can't. I'm just saying this is his time to do it. He needs to step up.
He looked really solid last week, so I'm pretty confident.
Nice run stops too, man. Last week. Hey, so Colin, you said if you were to fuck that lineup in Atlanta, that's his way to get some more snaps.
What were you saying, Matt? I'm sorry.
Me? I think John was. Yeah.
John, what were you saying?
Dallas Turner is going to be good.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying a bad thing about Dallas Turner. I'm saying he was behind ends. Like, what do you want to do?
Add weight. That's all you need to do.
And you got to think with the money we paying them boys, Colin, he ain't about to get the start over them. But I like to see the rotate. Like, Colin, you're saying if he were to show out, that's how he gets more rotation in the lineup.
Something that I would love to see Dallas Turner do, if he could learn how to play the middle a little bit more. And I mean, I like Pace as like a 3rd down interior linebacker rusher. If Turner could be the guy to step in and play the middle linebacker spot and be athletic and make himself an on the field every play player, that would be huge. I'm not saying he can do it, but I'm saying if you could put him at middle with Cashman, I think that would be excellent, because then you wouldn't have to take Grenard or Van Ginkel off the field.
Like, that's the thing. I really think we need a coverage linebacker.
Yeah. I mean, Dallas has got all the athletic ability in the world. If he could figure it out, we would be formidable. I mean, he's got that kind of he has that kind of depth. And then you can bring Murphy up, and he can be the guy who comes off the bench with Richter as like the roaming backup that can
come in there fresh body. Yeah, like the motherfucking the gas starter, come in there fresh body and just tear some shit up real quick.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
We're sitting here talking about players on the D line and freaking like all this hubbub that Parsons got because he obviously had a great first 2 games, but I don't know why we're not talking about Hargrave having 7 QB pressures, 2 sacks. You are for sure. It was what? I think I saw the stat that between Allen and Hargrave, we had 13 QB pressures in one game. Last year, we had 45 the entire season.
Well, don't forget about Jalen Redmond, too. Redmond had about 4 or 5 as well. I mean, they're really have got that. I mean, when you have those 2 guys who are veteran presence that have had sustained success. They're going to teach these young guys how to do it, and they're going to continue to be the players that they are. With the two of those guys, that was just meant on health. That was the health question was with both Hargrave and Allen. If those guys are staying healthy, we're a top 5 defense. Hands down, we're a top 5 defense.
On top of that, our offensive line has helped. The
School
two people
sucked. We need Darrisaw back. School was really the only reason why Chicago's defense was getting to McCarthy.
That's a weak link, man. You know, just one guy fucking up. That fucks the whole shit.
He's a backup. He wasn't intended to be the starter. So we need Darrisaw back. We need Darrisaw back.
Definitely do. And he's not going to be here this week either. So
I'm thinking like week 4 or 5 ish, man. Type shit.
He'll be back after the bye week is my guess. We should have put him on the IR.
I could see that too, man. After we come back,
and I'm fine with us not rushing him either. Like if with his injury, we don't, especially if we're winning. Like if we're winning without him and we're surviving, I want him.
You want to give him that first game, that Philly game.
But when you look at how they fucking pressured us,
bring him back for Philly after the bye week.
Right.
Yeah.
Was that week 6?
Definitely.
Right? Yeah. Week 6. Yep.
That's week 7. But yeah, we need the. Week 6 is our bye. Okay. 7 in Minnesota. That between the Cincinnati and the Philly games are going to be the two games that are really going to show where we are as a team. I think we're going to beat Atlanta. I'm not worried about Atlanta, but Cincinnati and Philly coming off of the bye after Europe. Like those
I'm
are
not
our two.
really worried about Cincy. Cincy was like almost Cincy looked like shit against the Browns.
Well, that's a division game though, and it's Garrett, and they don't ever play in the preseason. So yeah, and it was at Cleveland, so I'm not going to overthink that a ton, but we definitely need to beat Cincinnati. Cincinnati is a notoriously slow starting team, and we're getting them exactly in the wheelhouse of when we want to play them. So sometimes it's not about team, it's about timing. So I think we're between both of the games that we're playing, both of the AFC North road games we're playing aren't at their stadiums. As much as people want to talk about how playing road games is bad. Playing in England and Europe is bad. It's more of a level playing field than if you play them in Pittsburgh or if you play them in Cleveland. Cleveland proved that they were a total sham. So you playing them playing Cleveland in London, how much of the dog pound is going to show up in London? How much of them can afford to show up in London? So
I'm excited to see that Lions-Bears game tomorrow.
Whew, that battle for last place. Who would have thought that after week 1?
I think the Bears take it.
I'm not going to go that far.
I said all off season that losing your center, because losing part of their O-line and their coordinators were going to affect them greatly. And all these Lions fans said they're just going to pick up right where they left off. And what do you know? They look like shit because it's going to affect them.
Yeah, people can say what they want about the Bears' offense, but
if you look at it, Ben Johnson was their play caller on offense.
Yeah, the Lions' offense was super predictable.
Ben Johnson was their play caller, but he doesn't have the same personnel and chemistry in Chicago that he had in Detroit.
And he doesn't have a quarterback who can throw accurately. We would have been dead if Caleb could throw accurately, but he can't.
He can't. He's too much of a hero ball quarterback. He was like that at USC. Like he had the Heisman Trophy season, but then the next year he drastically regressed, and they put it on like, their defense sucked or whatever. I'm like, how do you regress that much as a quarterback?
I'm not sitting here arguing anybody.
No,
but if Caleb played like the first 10 passes, he did.
Yeah, but that's scripted, and what you want to see is whether or not your quarterback
scripted.
After the first 2 drives, he was 11 for 30. He was throwing the ball when he was out of bounds. Like he was He was not patient. They completely ran away from the running game. Like they were a discombobulated fuck of a team. No offense.
And I'm
know.
sorry, I'd rather
But-
have a quarterback who's consistent than one who makes an amazing throw every now and then.
Or he takes what
But
the defense gives him.
at the same time, you look at what he did against Jonathan Allen. And you look at what he did against, like we couldn't sack that guy in the first.
But we did though. Yeah, in the first part, yeah. But that was a schematic thing from Johnson, and it's not. Again, it's not as though Johnson isn't a good play caller. It's almost like when we had Kirk. Remember when we had Kirk, and they would always start out kind of hot, and then once we got off of the play sheet, he
Right.
all of a sudden folded. Like it's very similar to me to that.
Well, I would like to think too that our defense pressuring him is the reason why he was so inconsistent and inaccurate too. So like, yeah, he was able to run and evade those sacks a little bit in the first half, but he also after that opening drive couldn't throw for shit because he was having to run.
Well, they abandoned the
after
run too.
Forrest
They were
made the
winning. They abandoned
adjustments-
the run when they were winning. Like that didn't make any sense to me. They completely abandoned running the ball. It didn't make any sense. You're winning. Don't abandon.
Well, when you're
the
running
ball.
back DeAndre Swift.
Yeah. I would have put that Monogany or Roshan Johnson in there and just been like, okay. I mean, there's a reason why Swift's bounced around, like, and it's not because he's
Right.
effective. So
There's a reason why Ben Johnson didn't want DeAndre Swift when he was with the Lions.
yes, that's true.
Oh, don't tell that to Ken. Don't tell that to Ken. I was on the Ken in the morning, and he said it wasn't that Ben Johnson didn't want him. It was just that they wanted him to go and get money or something like that. They didn't want to pay him, but it wasn't a skill issue. But then Philly got rid of him after a year.
I love Ken to death, but you don't have to justify your team when they make bad decisions. You do not have to try and find a way to sugarcoat it. That's why I like Woody more than I like. You don't have to
And then he made
sugarcoat
average.
it. It's like the Wild right now with Kirill Kaprizov.
Like, imagine if the Bears
totally
had taken
screwing
those
that up.
first-round draft picks they had and go and invest in their tackles.
Yes. I mean, even Broski Bear says backfield Braxton Miller. I mean, that's a Bears fan saying that. So, yeah. I mean, Talise Fuaga over Roma Dunze. Pretty simple.
Right, like it doesn't matter how many weapons you have. If you can't protect your quarterback, your weapons aren't going to be able to get the ball.
It's not sexy to take an offensive lineman, but it's like you got the house, but you need the insurance payment for the mortgage. Like,
Can we offer you our finest Ty Chandler?
Ty Chandler, I'll tell you what, Ty Chandler did the smartest move smartest play he's made as a Minnesota Viking, and that was taking that ball out of the end zone with less than 2 minutes left.
Right.
That was the play of his career with the Vikings, was taking that ball out.
At the sideline and
Oh, KOC was telling him to do it, but at least he was paying attention.
Come on, man.
At least he was paying attention.
And yet another reason why KOC is the GOAT.
We're getting, boys and girls, we are getting there with that quarterback. Every week, I mean, but just don't put it all on one plate. Like, that's the key. Like, just don't put it all on one plate. Like, small samples.
Right.
And I mean, I'm gonna give him some grace. It was his first game ever,
It was his first game in a year and a half. It was his first game since a national championship game. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said, we need to have patience with that quarterback, with JJ. Outside of that, we are gonna be good.
Yeah.
The one thing he showed me that all the other quarterbacks we had never had was that dog in him, for him not to give up and not to shrink. Because if it was Kirk after throwing that pick six, we all know our game would have been over if that was Kirk.
What are you talking about? Randall Cunningham.
Hold on here. Are you seeing my Kirk impression?
Exactly.
There's a lot of quarterbacks we had that show that dog.
All right,
Like,
ladies,
if you want to sit there and talk about it, Frank Tarkenton.
end of the show. I'd like to thank everybody for coming on. Skol. We will be back here next Saturday at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. And for Kirk Cousins, get ready for the Skol Vikings.
Skol.
Oh.
Yeah, yo, it's game time. Ain't no messing around. Huddle Total Sports Network, the best in town. From NFL rumors to the latest trends, we got all your sports, just tune in, my friends. Catch us on Roku, Fire Stick, take your pick. Facebook, YouTube, where the action's slick. Daily shows that drop like a bomb. From 10 to 11, it's Ken and Ken.